Okay, so before we get started with the video, I just want to take a moment to let you guys know that me and my friend Kendrick, otherwise known as Awaken PSD on YouTube, go subscribe to his channel, but me and my friend Kendrick made a Discord. Okay, so we have a Discord and, it's just chill vibes and motivation. We have a channel specifically designated for Nofap, so I know that some of you guys are looking for accountability partners, and it's just one big group chat, one big family. If you like my videos, then you'll definitely want to be in that Discord because, like I said, it's nothing but chill vibes and motivation, which is the basis of my channel. And, you'll meet a bunch of cool people. Everyone in the Discord has like things in common with each other. So it's just a really cool way to make new friends and meet new people and hold each other accountable and get on your stuff. So if you're interested in that, the link will be in the description of this video. But I have a lot to talk about in this video, so without further ado, let's get straight to it. It is no secret that Nofap is enough to create significant change in your life. And I have made this abundantly clear in all of my other Nofap videos. Like, Nofap is the real deal, okay? It is enough to create significant change in your life within the first few months of you doing it. Okay, it's enough to really get you on your purpose. It's enough to give you that extra kick that you need to become great. However, if you combine Nofap with doing this one thing, I can absolutely guarantee that you'll not only be less likely to relapse, but you'll also be able to effectively rewire your mind and get on your purpose with full intensity and energy. And that one thing that you can do is delete social media. Now, I've touched on this combination of things in the past in my How to Reset Your Brain video, but I feel like this combination of things deserves its own specific video because I think that these two things are really responsible for me changing my life and, finding success on YouTube. And don't get me wrong, like I'm not like, YouTube famous or anything, but to say I went from like 800, 900 subs to like 4,000 at the time of me filming this video within a few months, I'd say that's pretty impressive, especially since my goal was to hit 1,000 by August. And at the time of me filming this, it's not even August yet. So, I'm speaking from experience. Like these things right here, deleting social media and doing Nofap, those two things created significant change. Like out of everything I've done, these two things in conjunction with each other were the things that really set me on my path and gave me the extra energy that I needed to make this possible. Now, I'm going to start off by reviewing some of the benefits of Nofap first. Then I'm going to go into the benefits of deleting social media. And then I'll tell you guys how those benefits kind of work in conjunction with each other. So first off, Nofap. The first thing that Nofap really does is it gives you a lot of extra energy. And it's not even so much like physical energy, but like it does include physical energy, but like it gives you a lot of mental energy. Like you have the mental capacity to go that extra mile. Like for example, with YouTube, I remember there was a point when I was filming and posting one video a week, and that would pretty much be it for me. Like that's all I could really do. I didn't have the capacity to do anything else. But now I'm posting 5 videos a week and doing 2 live streams per week on Mondays and Fridays if you want to tune in. And I still feel like I have leftover energy. Like I feel like I'm just always wanting to work on YouTube stuff, and I don't really get burnt out anymore. Now that's not to say that I don't have limits, everyone has limits, but I've been able to identify my limits, and my limits have definitely expanded from where they were before doing Nofap. Okay, so having that extra energy is very, very crucial, especially if you are trying to be an entrepreneur. Okay, that extra energy is probably going to be the difference between success and failure. Now, the next thing that Nofap does for you is it gives you discipline. Okay, and I've spoken about this in pretty much every Nofap video that I've made, but discipline is everything. Like you need to have discipline if you want to get anywhere in life. You can have like a really big vision for yourself, but if you're not working towards it every day, if you're not actively pursuing that and meeting the universe halfway, then you're never going to see that vision into reality. You have to put in the work as well. You have to take inspired action. You have to work smart and work hard. Okay, those two things are not mutually exclusive. You can work smart and work hard. That's how you find success. I've learned that there is no way to get around putting in the work. If you're really doing what you love to do, it shouldn't feel like work anyways. You should naturally want to do that thing. So, for me, discipline is kind of inherent when it comes to me doing YouTube because I just love to do it so much. I don't have to force myself to make videos. I just made a schedule for myself and I stick to it because I love it. And I actually had to slow myself down. I had to slow myself down because, like I said, I have my limits. I tried to film a video every day and I realized that's not going to work for me. And, I have the discipline to stick to that schedule, even though I'd like to film a video every day. I don't do that because I know my limits and I'm disciplined enough to stick to my schedule. Now, the next thing Nofap will do for you is it'll give you confidence. And this might have something to do with the fact that you're on your purpose more. You feel like you have more energy and you have more discipline and you're on your path, you're on your purpose, you're becoming more of who you really truly are. And that's going to naturally give you confidence. You feel like you have nothing to hide anymore. You feel like you don't have this dirty little secret that you don't want people to find out about. You're just being all of yourself, your true authentic self. And you know that you're actively trying to better yourself. And that alone is going to give you confidence, even if you keep failing Nofap, which if you delete social media, that should happen much less frequently, if at all. But confidence is very, very important in any endeavor in life, no matter what you want to do, whether you want to work for yourself, work a 9 to 5, whether you want to get a girl, no matter what, you need to be confident. And this is something that it took me a very long time to realize. It took me like 19 years to become confident in myself. It took me starting YouTube and putting myself out there and chasing my dreams to actually find authentic confidence within myself. The next thing that Nofap will do for you is it'll make you more sensitive to dopamine. And what I mean by that is you'll begin to find pleasure in the little things in life. Music. Like, music sounds good, but when you're on Nofap, it just hits completely different. And the reason why is because your body is not being overstimulated with dopamine every single day. You're curbing that addiction. You're not giving into that instant gratification anymore. You're challenging yourself and your mind will start to look for that feeling in other areas, in areas that should naturally give you that feeling, as opposed to, PMO, which is inherently unnatural. That's not really how we're designed to release. Now, for deleting social media, the first thing that you will notice when you delete social media is how much free time you actually have in a day. A lot of people don't really realize how much time they spend on social media until they delete it. And they realize, like, man, I have like 6 free hours in my day and I don't know where they're coming from. It's because you deleted social media. You have to understand that social media is designed to keep you on there for as long as possible, so that you can see as many advertisements as possible and make the platforms as much money as possible. It's by design. You're not on there for 6 hours for no reason. Okay, there's a reason why your feed is infinite. You go on your explore page, it just keeps going. And they feed you content that they feel you will find appealing based on research that they do from your previous searches. So if you have like an extra 6 hours in a day that you didn't have before, and you also have that extra energy that Nofap is giving you, you'll find that it's almost natural for you to be working on your purpose almost all day, every day, because there's nothing else for you to do and you have all this extra energy. You need to put it somewhere, and now you can't be on social media wasting your time. So you have to get on your purpose. You have to do the thing that you actually love to do and will really get you to where you're trying to go in life. When you instill within yourself habits of discipline, and you have this extra time and energy, it's almost impossible for you to not achieve the results that you want to achieve. As long as you keep believing in your vision and you do these other things as well, you're going to see results. Like, it's literally impossible for you not to. And that's what I've realized with YouTube. And that's why I'm preaching this stuff as I do it, as I practice it, because I want you guys to see this stuff in action as I'm doing it. You can see my channel growing. Like I said, right now at the time of me filming this, it's July 28th, and I have like 4.1k subscribers. I don't know how many I'm gonna have when I upload this, but it's gonna be more than that for sure. My channel is growing, and the reason why is because I did these things. I did Nofap, and I deleted social media, and I used that extra time and energy all towards YouTube. I put it all towards YouTube. and it's paying off. Now, the next thing that deleting social media will do for you is it'll help you get away from triggers. And you know what I'm talking about. You know, those girls on Instagram that post the pictures in their bikinis and all of that, they know what they're doing. Like, they know exactly what they're doing with that. They might say they're not doing it for attention. Listen, they are doing it for attention, and you are feeding them that attention, and it's killing you on your journey. A lot of the times when you fail, Nofap, it's because you're on social media and you're seeing these girls, and even if you're not relapsing to them in particular, it'll still get you in that state of mind where you're just thinking about girls and sex. Now, obviously, if you're on Nofap, that's not going to be very good for you. Now, personally, I think that's the reason why I haven't relapsed that many times. You know, I only relapsed twice. I think the reason is because I actually deleted social media before I started Nofap. So, you know, I deleted social media late February. I started Nofap early April. So I had already been off social media for over a month by that point. And then on top of that, we were in quarantine. So it's like there really weren't any triggers for me to relapse. So, you know, now I've reached a point where I can see triggers and I still won't relapse because I just don't do that anymore. You know, but I had to kind of rewire my brain to think differently. Like I said, those girls that are posting the bikini pics, they know what they're doing. You know, they are trying to get big on Instagram. I respect their hustle. I respect the hustle, but at the same time, you got to understand that that is not good for you on your journey. And you want to stay away from that, especially when you're first starting Nofap. That right there could be the difference between you succeeding and failing at Nofap. Now, the next thing that deleting social media will do for you is it'll give you more confidence. And the reason why is because you're no longer seeking the validation from other people. Okay, there's something about posting a picture and getting the likes and everything that even if you're not intentionally doing it for likes, you're still subconsciously thinking about it. You know, otherwise, why would you post the picture? If you just cared about the picture itself, you would keep it in your camera roll. You wouldn't post it. So you have to understand that social media is, by design, inherently going to make you seek validation from other people. That's just what it is. When you're on social media and you're comparing yourself to other people and the likes that you're getting and the comments that someone else is getting compared to you, that's going to do things to your confidence, even if you don't initially recognize it. Like, it's going to affect the way that you perceive yourself, usually for the worst. So if you can get away from that constant comparison to other people and that seeking of validation, that's going to give you a lot more confidence. And then when you combine that confidence with the confidence that Nofap gives you, that's how you get someone like me who is like ultra confident in himself. You know, I wasn't always like this. I wasn't always a very confident person. But literally doing those two things, I personally believe that those two things are what made me so confident right now. You know, obviously putting myself out there with YouTube, that took confidence and that gave me confidence. But I think that doing those two things, getting away from the validation and the comparisons and, you know, getting away from the addictions and the habits, those really gave me the confidence that I needed to grow my platform, to really believe in myself. And to add on to my point about validation comes dopamine. You know, when you see those likes coming in those comments, you're going to get a dopamine rush. You know, you're looking for validation, like I said. When you post a picture, you're looking for validation. That's why you're posting it on the internet. Why else would you post it? Unless you have like a message to post, but I mean, most of you are posting pictures and you probably have like a song lyric in your caption, you know, and that I did that too. But you have to understand that when you see those likes coming in and you get that dopamine rush, it's very similar to when you know, PMO. It's the same type of dopamine rush, and it makes you a lot less sensitive to the simple pleasures in life. PMO and social media tend to distract us from these things. And these things are the majority of our life, you know, and we wonder why we're depressed. And, you know, we don't see ourselves in a high regard. That's the reason why. We're distracting ourselves from the beauty of life by seeking instant gratification from PMO and social media. Now, if there is one thing that PMO and social media both have in common, it is that they're both addictions to a lot of people, the majority of people. And because they're addictions to the majority of people, they've become normalized. Okay, they're normalized addictions. People have normalized the addiction to instant gratification. Okay, It's normal, but that doesn't make it healthy. And like I said, it's addiction by design. They want you to be addicted. They want you to spend time on their platform, and they want you to participate in PMO so that you'll keep coming back to their platforms to do it again, because you associate, whatever platform you use with PMO, with that instant gratification. So like I said, you have to understand that they're both addictions, and addictions are not good for you. Too much of anything is not good for you. I personally say that you should delete social media for at least 30 to 60 days while on Nofap. Okay, especially if you're just starting on Nofap, delete social media literally today. After you do that, figure out what it is that you want to do with your time, whatever you find fun and productive, and do more of that thing. Use that extra energy to do that thing and become great at it, and become your own boss and change lives. Having that extra time and energy to evaluate, what you're doing and to really pursue what you're actually passionate about will teach you a lot about yourself, and it'll help you find your purpose and get on your purpose. Basically, in conclusion, delete social media and do Nofap.